All right, welcome back, guys. Poker Ronin here. Kind of go over sizing today. This tournament is free every month. It's on advanced poker training. I think first place is like $150, second's like 100, and third's 50. So we do try in this. So we'll go over the hands that we do play and skip all the hands. The other guy plays the same exact hands as I do, so it's basically you versus the other person. All right, so we lost. Both of us lost here. And I did think about it here, guys. Honestly, like I thought about squeezing with the ace three. I just don't think we're deep enough because if I make this like whatever 2,000, I'll have like 76 behind, and somebody will probably end up. It's just not big enough. So I just decided to call flat call. And without the heart here, we just hit a three. Um, it's I see no way to win this pot really, and I don't want to bloat it. We're not going to win. It's just I don't know if we're going to get pocket force to fold. It's just when you're in those spots, sometimes it's just best to if the pot's not huge. Okay, I won a little more than he did here. So what did he do? He went three big blinds. I went two. You get called by a small blind. Check. I must do a small bet here. Yeah, and that's just where the extra money is coming from. So just sizing differences. Pocket fives, we won a little more here. We open and we get called. This is a pretty read the board. This guy doesn't have pocket queens. It's like a four sit two low cards. You could actually check your fives here. You don't really need to bet, but I like just kind of applying pressure and applying pressure. Ace jack. Oh, that guy does like to go three big blinds. Usually I go like 2.4 or something, but on this thing, I'm just going to play it regular. So this guy's leading out normally. So it's like, I would say probably diamond draw, like maybe 5-6 offsuit. It's never something super strong, like two pair, you know. It shouldn't be at least like queen three or something because you'd want me to bet and get value. So but we are the initial raiser here. We're under the gun. I'm not just gonna fold yet. I know this is probably like I don't know. I think ace 10 I fold, but ace jack I can probably bottom of my range that I'm going to continue here. But since he checked here and this king is good for me, I'm like under the gun, and we have the jack of spades, which is good. So there's a lot of things working here. I'm betting 900 on this king because it's a scare card, right? It's a card that's in my range. If he had pocket kings or something, then we would have heard them the pre-flop. So we're going to bet this. And if he calls, we have plans for the river. He should always plan things ahead. I was going to bluff on any spade because we have the jack of spades and any like 9-10 Broadway card, basically. Yeah, so we had a plan. It didn't, and it's good to have a plan. A backup plan. So let's just go through this. Okay, so we won a lot more than him. We doubled basically his, more than doubled. So I three bet. We both three bet to the same amount, same size. So I wonder what went wrong here. All right, he checked. So that guy checking here, that's being too cute. Even me betting one, I get it, dude. It's just like an exploit where at least I'm getting paid something. So I'd much rather you bet on this board. You're the three better. Ace kings are in your range, right? You have to kind of bet this board. Just how happens that we hit this board. Now we're betting 700. If he calls again, it's either like a flush draw or a king X. Maybe we get ace X, but I don't think so. So he calls again. Um, I think he has. If I'm betting and I have the ace of clubs, by the way, so I think he has a king, and I think this is the best way to milk somebody from having a king, right? Yeah, king queen, and it's just look at the value difference, man. Big difference there, over double. So take a breath before you bet and stuff. and just think before you do things. I think people in the low stakes in poker, they are impulse. They go so quick, and they like, damn, like, I could have done this, and it's like, yeah, if you just took a second. This is kind of like a weak defend, but whatever. And we lead on this board because it's like one of those boards where you can actually. I'd rather have that seven be like a six, and I think it would be better. But we tried. Now that king's way better for him. It's kind of a one and done. So I tried to go for it. Check. Now he's betting on that king. It's like 70%. We just give up there. We both, we both called here. We didn't three bet. I don't think you need to three bet here when that guy's opening. And I'm betting here. What am I betting? What am I representing? Like, what calls here, guys? Like, I could have pocket nines, right? We have pocket eights. We have 9-10, 5-6 suited. There's so many hands that like I have that want to bet. So that's why we're betting. But we have two overcards, so we do have equity. And the 7 and 8 really shouldn't be too much in this range unless ace eight suited, king eight suited, seven eight suited. But there's less combos because there's 7-8 out there. You get my drift, guys. So Ronin here, we lost more than this guy here. So what happens here? We 5.8. So this is like a small three bet, right? I small three bet. He does same size as me. This guy is just like me. So we do a small like three bet, get called. I am gonna defend this, but this big lead size bet here is like not good, right? Diamond draws, tens, nines. But I defend once, and here we are gonna give up. Even you could technically continue, but it's like again tens, jacks maybe, because the six really doesn't change anything, but he's still firing. So I don't know. I think sometimes you gotta let that stuff go. Like here, this guy probably played this hand. Yeah, he called king jack. See, I'm disciplined enough where I just know like king jack here. If I call, somebody squeezes, just a waste of chips. It's not a great hand. It's a good hand in late position, but like not there. So this guy's more like, I would mark this player as like a newbie kind of, you know what I mean? Like chart poker, where he's trying to do chart poker. Okay, here we won a lot more than he won here. So we limped, and I raised. He just limped. He three bet or raised me, and I called. I don't know what happened to the other guy. He must have just won the pot, but we got to hit our queen. I think that's fine. He's betting into us. What would do that? Diamonds, queen six. Not much. It's weird. So we min check raise it and give him this little exploit bet here, trying to get just a little more value from him. And now we'll go like a third and got him to fold, but see the difference in value, 300 to 2100. I'm just getting way more value. So like I think that just comes with experience and being able to understand ranges and how you can get value from other hands. Here you can three bet here. Did he three bets? No, yeah, 10.5. So you definitely can three bet this hand. Like it's just it's probably a mix if you look at GTO. You know what I mean? It's not a mistake if you call here, and I'd mix. Of course, it's like one of the worst flops. You know what I mean? You got the queen and the jack. You're already like, man. So I call once, but again, this two doesn't change much, but it just feels like I don't know. I don't really know. Queen would have kept betting. So what does he have? Like an ace high, ace five. Oh yeah, the flush, but he didn't bet because that makes sense because like you lose with the queen jack, and I get it. So like some people probably would overvalue that flush there. Um, it's just I get it. That guy didn't. Pocket fours, nothing really great to see there. Oh, aces. We stack somebody, and he look at the difference there, like double, more than double. So I called. Look at see he three bet. I thought about it. I was like, ooh, I'll be sneaky. I call, and then I thought, this guy fucking squeezes. It's even better. Which it did happen, which is crazy. Now we put in like we re-raise. So we played this really sneaky, and it just kind of worked out like perfect storm. So one person's gonna fold definitely. Now it's basically like we just want to get the money in, and when he bets this 4,000, basically, he's only got 3,400 behind. So I'm just pushing him in because there's like that 20, almost 23 in the pot, and he's gonna have 3,000 behind. So he has to call with like anything. So doesn't matter. We lose to jacks, and we have the ace of diamonds. It's ace king, perfect, exactly what you want to see. Could we have gotten value more from this person? I don't know, maybe if I really thought about it. But why didn't I play ace four here? Oh, that's why. You now, if this was opened here, and he three bet, and I was in the button, was like ace five, ace four. Maybe you could do the four bet, but I just think in this configuration, it's just a smidge off. If that makes sense. Yeah, I have to make like a series of this because like I have tons of these hands and they're fun to go over. Pocket jacks here, we lost half of what this guy lost. We called here. Why did we call here? Because this guy, the other guy, three bet, which I don't hate. It's just this person's under the gun. It's a female. You know what I mean? Tight, passive, intermediate. So I want to play my jacks kind of snug here, and hopefully catch like a jack and try to stack aces and kings and stuff like that. But because what do you do here if you three bet and then you get four bet? You don't love that, right? Because four bet from under the gun is absolutely aces and kings. So just little subtle things, guys. Good board for jacks. I was hoping for like a check raise. I'm going to bet and get value. Maybe she has ace 10 suited, Um, Not great that she called, didn't get a raise. Could be pocket nines, I guess. Or queens. Yeah, like pocket pairs. So kind of glad we didn't blast off there. What happens here? And then he calls, I would just fold because under the gun, ace 10. I'd rather have 5-6 suited here because those cards don't mix with under the gun's range. So that's why we folded here. That makes sense. 7-6 suited, I would play unless maybe it is a fold. I'd have to look this one up. I don't cold call super much, but maybe this is one that you could I don't know. You could look it up, but he played it the same way. Nothing big happens here. I guess we both. He three bet. I tried to be sneaky and play the ace king like this. Check call. Check call. So basically, this guy's probably has the same hand. Yeah, he has the same hand. I could just tell by looking up top. So that's fine. Aces here. Wow, that guy beat me this time with the aces. What happened? We both raised same amount basically. I don't get it. I don't get that. I have to look that. Interesting. And yeah, basically, what happens here? Open fold, right? Open fold. Ace 10 I didn't play. Oh, because of this. We both fold. See? So this guy shows me he has some discipline and he can play cards, but he has to work on his game. And most people just don't want to work on their game. They just want to play and not really work on their holes. Like, I'm obsessive. So, like, I can see this guy definitely could be an okay player. He just has to, like, work on some shit, dude. Like, really work on. See, like, here, I only do this because like I just take the button is like a money printing machine for me, and I four bet a lot from the button too, and don't do that unless you're like super good at post flop play. That's my advice. But I did finish this. It's almost done. Um, Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. That's real poker. Nothing happens. Ace 9 off. We both lose here. So somebody squeeze, can't play the king 10. We both won the same amount here. Oh, we both thought about that. I give him credit that he's able to do it. Some people can't do the ace-5 offsuit here. I did it. He did it. I went a little bigger than him. He went 10. I went 14 big blinds, but still works. Don't open that. Fold, 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 fold. And yeah, we both lost here 100, so I best somebody squeezes or something. Yep, can't play the king queen here. We both won 600 here. Okay, we both called here. And we do probably just check down the whole way. Yep, and beat those cards. That makes sense. We open, and so yeah, this guy has some talent. He's just got to fix some of his things and sizings.